Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the State of the Market Live. Today is Wednesday, 27th July 2022. Let's discuss what's there in store for Nifty and Bank Nifty futures. Let's get on to our charts. So here we are looking at a negative day. Yesterday, I told you that the one-time framing is kind of looking weak, and the market structure has not been that great yesterday. And yesterday, as expected, we see that the one-time framing has broken. However, we have not closed. Just a minute, guys, just a minute. I think the charts are not updated. So let me just reload the chart so that I can get yesterday's. The charts are not updated. So let me restart my NinjaTrader so that we get today's data. Just a minute. So today is 27th. It seems yesterday's prices were not updated. So there could be many reasons why we are not having the data online. So probably, yeah, the data is not updated. Let's just wait for a minute. Let me see why this is happening. Yes, now it is. Now it is. We have it. Sorry about it. Sorry for the small hiccup right at the beginning. So we saw that there was one-time framing, and yesterday, the day before yesterday, I told you that the market is looking weak. So because we did not kind of break, let me zoom in so that you can see the chart a bit better, so that we can understand it better. So what I mean by this is we have been doing one-time framing. This is a positive, this was a positive set of market move for the past 6 days, that is last week. But as on Monday, what happened is we started showing some weakness. One, we did not get above, and then we did not close below the low. However, yesterday was something different. We see how the weakness has manifested into a fall that is decently big, and you see that exactly we have closed at excuse me, at the gap high. So this gap becomes important now. Now we are going to kind of today, this area is going to be in focus. This is my zone 1 as I get into market. However, if there is some positivity, we can again get back to these levels. But here I need to remember that 560 is a key zone that needs to be taken care of. Until then, we are going to look for filling this gap and then get eventually to 287 levels, which is a moving average, which is our 20-day moving average. So once we break these, so immediately we have a 50-day moving average and then the shorter term moving averages. But we will not discuss too far, because in market you should not forecast too much. The more you forecast, the more you are kind of including bias into inducing bias into your system. So I will not do that. So on a daily time frame, you see that the weakness has manifested. However, the gap zone should act as a support. If the support is not acting, this particular gap, remember this gap is particularly very, very important. So we have to, excuse me, we have to surpass this gap to look for 287. Otherwise we need to stay above 560. So in the market at open, see how it is going to behave near 560. As I checked last time, when I checked SGX, it was around 472 levels, 16472 levels, which is still below yesterday's closing. So this gap zone becomes very, very important on a daily time frame. Now, let's look at Bank Nifty on a daily time frame, and then we will look for intraday levels. So if you see methodically, when you are doing an analysis, it should not be, if you're doing analysis for your daily trading, you should not trade haphazardly. First, go into higher time frame. I do not have confusion on a daily time frame. That's why I did not look at weekly. We'll do that over the weekend. So here again, you see that how the one-time framing in Bank Nifty futures, you see how one-time framing has come to an end. It did not come on this day when the doji was forming, or when doji was formed, but yesterday, yes, it did. One-time framing is broken. What I mean by one-time framing is broken, repeatedly I'm telling you, it is the breaking of the day's low. This is a very key piece of information that most of the traders miss. So, and this level becomes very, very important. So 36,500 is the level we have to recoup today in Bank Nifty. Otherwise, there is a fair chance we can come down to 35,300 levels. And there is no issue of gaps here. There is a minor gap here. You see that there is a minor gap. So probably this particular gap is going to be very important as we go into the trading day today. And also you see that, in both Nifty and Bank Nifty, this momentum is getting cooled down. So on a daily time frame, we are seeing negativity only in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Remember these words. However, I will not be thinking for a second if this negativity is blown away in live market. What I mean by that, if we are breaking this, you see how nicely the market arranges information for you. Here, many people always think that it is tough to analyze the market. It is not. If you see in simple price action terms, see how simply the close, the high, how they are aligned. So this level becomes paramount on a daily time frame. So if suppose what I am trying to say is, if you are long and if the market is not going above this level, there is no point in traveling this area in terms of hope. Remember this. If you need to be long, it should not be here, it should be here, or it should be somewhere here, but not here. That is why location, trading location is important. Pin this term trading location. At the end of the video, I'm going to discuss why location is important. We'll come back to Bank Nifty chart, and then we'll discuss why understanding trading location is very important. In my mentorship sessions, I keep telling my students, location. It all depends on where you are trading, which part or which location of the chart you are trading, right? That is where you have great business. We will discuss that at the end of the video. What is important is here, you should not, that means when you go into the market today, you should not be biased long unless the market is above this. Okay, so you might say that, I will get some opportunity from here to here. No, the risk reward is too huge. Okay, so you should not be trading any long. You should be looking for shorts at this zone. So let's see how the market trades today. So that is for the daily time frame in Bank Nifty. Let's see what is happening in intraday time frame. What has happened yesterday and what is going to happen today. Okay. So now you see yesterday what happened is the market had a very nice large bar, a wide range bar. This is a very key piece of information. So once we are below 581 or 560 levels, you see how simply the market was rejected at 560, 570 levels. So this is a key piece of information towards going into 500 and 493 levels. You see how slowly we have slipped down, and then once we went, the market again went to 574 to test for supply. This is the language of order flow. So the market went to test for supply. They could not, they could not find any demand here. That's why you see there is a sudden fall here, and then it dipped down. So eventually I told you that 532 is very, very important. If you follow my Telegram channel, you will understand why I said 16532 will be visited. You can go back and check the level 16532, and you will get a post where I told you that the market is going to test 532. This is for precisely the reason why I told you. And so what are the levels I'll be watching for today at open? So at open I am looking for around 480 is the level. 480, 490, this is the zone where we might kind of face resistance. So the market might open somewhere around 460, depending on the pre-open and SGX. It will go up, kind of find supply here, and then come down. However, if the market breaks 532, remember this point, I am not biased, right? I'm not at all biased. I'm going into the market like a glass of water, clean, without any color, without any taste, without any odor, nothing. I'm just going like water, pure water, and then I will see whether there is rejection at 536 level. If there is rejection, there can be a decent fall. If not, then I will immediately turn long for intraday. Whether it is scalping or intraday or positional, you need to understand the context. That is very, very important. So this is what Nifty is doing. Let's see what Bank Nifty is doing. Hope you have got clarity in how to attack Nifty when it opens today. Now let's see Bank Nifty. So in Bank Nifty, the move is a bit subdued. It has not been that kind of that decisive in terms of Nifty. It is a very rangy market. Sorry about it, wrong tool. So I'll remove that. Yeah, you see that it has been a very rangy thing. However, the levels are very clear. We went to yesterday's kind of near closing, and then we got rejected. However, yesterday one piece of information that that helped my analysis was, I scalped only this bar. I just scalped only this bar. After that, no scalping trades. So I don't have to take any trades. This bar was enough. Once the close was rejected, I had to look for the swing low. That's it. And that came. When this came, I gave an exit in our scalping channel. After that, rest is history. Entire day, I didn't have to trade. Just have to enjoy. I had to enjoy the market moves. So, so basically, I divide my capital into scalping, into intraday trades, into long-term trades, into positional trades. That's how you need to manage your money. You should not get addicted to one thing. If you think, one day if you are earning like, 5,000 bucks, in scalping, you should not say, I will become a lifetime scalper. That is not how it works. There are days when I don't scalp. There are days when I don't trade. There are days when I don't invest. Okay. So as a money manager, you need to look for opportunities. You should not get into a bias. Now, let's see what is Bank Nifty doing. So today, what is going to happen? So we are again going to open below these levels around 36,200. Why I said 36,200? Let's go back to daily chart and see where we are going to open. So if you see, this is the zone that will be under attack. Okay, why did I say 36,200? So this low is very, very important, and this low is going to be attacked by today's sellers. If buyers reject, then we may see some kind of uptraction. However, we need to break the point of control here. We'll look at market profile charts in a bit. So that is when the decision will come out whether the market want to go up or come down. So what are the two zones that will be on fight? The low of this wide range bar or nice bar, and the low of this doji. So remember this. Today, what are the levels you have to look for? This is one level and this is two level. Okay, so in between this, you can kind of scalp it. Otherwise, you kind of get into a long or short trades in bank nifty. Remember those levels. I don't have to say levels. I just will give location that will help you understand what to do. Okay, so now that bank nifty is done, let's see what we have to get into. We have to look at market profile charts. Now you see. So in market profile, as I told you, the structure has been very weak. The structure is very weak. So the market is not able to push through upside. What I mean by weak, for example, if you go for jogging, right? You are in, let's say, Bangalore, and you go for jogging in your mini forest, okay? And then you are running for one round, and then two rounds, and then 3, 4, and then 5. Your first round will be very energetic. Your rhythm, your mind, everything is stable. But by the 5th round, you are mentally tired. Even if you want to do, you won't be able to do because you are physically exhausted. So the market has been coming up since so 15,200 with a lot of gutso. However, here that gutso was lost. Now you see it is coming down to get back the energy. That means it will slow down. It will calm down. What you will do after making one round in the 5th lap, you are going to make only a half round because you want to regain the energy. You don't want to kind of stop it. At the same time, you don't want to run faster. So you come down, you are building up energy. So the market is in the process of building up energy again. And that building up energy, sometimes what happens, it can even collapse. That means it can go to the other side. Right? It can go to the other side. So that is what is happening in the market. We need to understand the dynamics of these market moves through market profile and order flow. So the confidence that here there is a lot of poor structure formation gave me an edge to trade short yesterday and today. Okay, we made money in puts a lot and also intermittent calls as well. So again, now what is yesterday's profile telling you? In yesterday's profile, this is something we call a B pattern in market profile. In B pattern, what is happening? Sellers are making their mark, and then you see how they have controlled on the downside. That means there was a lot of buying here. However, what happens is when the market is weak, the buying can go all the way to levels which you cannot even understand. So basically below 560. So we have to let me go back here. So we think we need to break above this level for longs. I told you in normal chart we need to break this. So we may open somewhere around 460, which is what SGX is indicating. We might go up. We might get rejected at 490 or 510, and then we might get rejected at 560. When we are rejected, then the next move comes. So on the downside, for this expiry, I am looking for a touch of this level. So 300 is the level I am looking for. If the market regains strength, if we have discussed about the gap also in this zone. So if the market regains strength somewhere here or here, we might go up towards these levels. So we might end up, sorry about this, we might end up kind of going back to 655. We might end up going to 655 or 610 levels. So this is the zone I will be looking for when there is a reversal. But when the business on the downside is done, this is how auction market theory works. If you see on the downside, we have a wonderful gap. This is the reason why I said this zone is very important. You see this? So why this zone is important? Yesterday I posted a chart with a big bubble. You see that this zone is very important, and we had a freak high. So that's why 520 is very important. So we are going to trade in this zone today and tomorrow, and we may either expire at 300, or if large players are preparing any upside, we might go and expire all the way here. That means there can be a lot of rebound here. So remember that we need to, that is why I said yesterday 560 is the line on sand. When I say line on sand, it is the line that divides players for this monthly expiry or weekly expiry or whatever. Okay, so remember these levels. So it is very important. You have to capture either 640 660 zone or on the other side of 560, or you have to hit 300 below 560. Remember these levels. Let's get back to Bank Nifty. So in Bank Nifty, the situation is a bit different. 1 minute, guys. Yes, this is 26 chart. I see that, you see there is a lot of post structure in this one, post structure in this one. That is why on the day before its day itself, I became short. That means I did not expect any longs happening on an intraday time frame. And yesterday, compared to Nifty, Bank Nifty is holding up well. The weakness is there, however it is holding up well. So I will look for a break or open of this level. So if you look at previous videos, yesterday's video, I told you that this zone is very important. So we may hit 36 120 if we are breaking yesterday's low, if you are opening and breaking yesterday's low. So this 36 120 is going to be very important. And then below that, there is one more zone that the market has to look for, which is 842. So on the downside, these are the levels I am going to look for any kind of action. So there is a considerable amount of pressure on the downside, and that will lead to these levels. Please come back to the video and keep checking whether this level works for you or not. So 35 700 is also a level that we have to keep in mind. However, we may kind of expire somewhere in this zone if weakness persists. Otherwise, we are going to again go up. So if we go up, what are the levels that we have to remember? So this is the zone that I will keep looking for, 36 730 zone or 740 zone. So above this we need to get, then only there will be positivity. Otherwise it is going to be only negative. Let's see once how weekly profiles are working, and then we are done for the day. So you see how the weekly profile is proceeding. So yesterday I told you that this is the zone that we are going to kind of trade and expire. So the profile is going to be somewhere like this after tomorrow's close, that is after expiry is closed, and we may expire somewhere around these levels. Okay, 500 or 400. This is the zone basically I'm looking for expiry. Now, sorry about it. Yes, this is Nifty. We are looking at 500 or 460 levels. So this is where we are going to expect. Yeah. Now let's look at Bank Nifty. So just a minute. So in Bank Nifty, there is a fair chance we make a pattern like this. So we may come down. However, eventually we may go up, and the expiry may be around 500 or 540 levels. So this is very clear now. So the market is going to, unless we break 36 135 and go down, there is no chance of kind of a deeper cut or a move higher. However, we may kind of travel between 36 500 and 36 800 as well. We may kind of trade here to close somewhere within this zone. So don't have higher expectations of a big fall or big rise unless these levels are broken. I don't want to build bias into the system. Now, What do I mean by trade location? Let's spend a couple of minutes on that before we wrap up. So let's come back to kind of Bank Nifty chart where I showed you what I mean by location. Now, what I mean by location is, for example, if you are confused today, I have to trade, but I don't know whether I have to be long or short, right? So this is not a trade setup or something. I'm just giving you an idea of what I mean by trade location. When I say trade location, you should understand where you want to trade and where you do not want to trade. If you do not have such information in your mind, then you are gambling. Remember this. If trading is a business, you need to understand your location very well, right? Suppose if you want to, let's say, produce apples, okay, if you want to sell apples, so you need to see where I need to get them from. You need to understand the location. If you are getting somewhere in down south of India, you need to get from there to lower your transaction costs. If you are getting from north, you need to price it better. So the entry and exit prices in your trade depend on your location. Okay, so for example, if you are going long here, then you need to be very, very careful because you have a very deep risk area. Okay, similarly, if you are going short somewhere here, you need to be very careful because there is a deep risk area. So you need to understand the location. So this, for example, today in Bank Nifty, this is the zone where I will not be taking any long or short trades for intraday. Okay, for a scalp, I can trade. That is why you need to understand what kind of trader you are, whether you are everything or whether you want to be a scalper or whether you want to be a trader or investor, right? If you are an investor, if you want to invest in banks, this is certainly not the location. You have to be somewhere here or down where you need to buy. Okay, buying here will only give losses for you in the short term, and that is what plays with your mind. So you need to understand, number one, time frame. Number two, you need to understand your location. If you do not have an idea of what time frame you are playing and what location you are playing, that's it. You will never make money. Remember that. Understanding location is important. I will explain understanding time frame sometime tomorrow or at a later stage. So we'll discuss each topic every day in the video so that you find some value in this video. So if it is breaking down, then I will look for shorts. If it is going up, I'll look for longs. But in this zone, I'll stay silent, right? So understanding trade location is very, very important because that defines your risk, that defines the probability of you making profit or loss. So even in scalping, you need to see what is the level I need to scalp, what is the level I should not scalp. You go back to my scalping channel and see after 10:30 I told the followers that you should not scalp. After 10:30, scalping is like, chewing bubble gum. It sticks all the time. So your trade gets stuck. And then in scalp, you need fast moves that won't happen. So every type of trade, whether you are scalping, whether you are doing intraday trades, positional trades, option selling, option buying, you need to understand your location. You need to understand your time frame. And then you need to understand the type of the market as well. That is the market's structure as well. Okay, that's all for today, guys. Hope you have liked today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, because when you subscribe, you are going to get a notification telling you that I have posted a video. So please tell your friends also to subscribe. Please help me get more subscribers. That will encourage me to do more videos and with high quality, right? Have a great day. Prepare for expiry tomorrow. Don't lose money, safeguard your capital, safeguard your emotion. That's it. And have a great day. Bye-bye.